Hiya, welcome back. It's a bit of a chilly afternoon here in England, but I've actually turned up now the frame protection bars which go on for the tank on the upper. So these have come from Touratech. So we'll have a look and just see what we've got when it comes in. I've already opened it now. So let's have a look here. This is what you'll get for your money. So we've got two of those. We've got one there which should seat around, I think it's like so, like that. So we'll have a look and see. So we've got one side, we've got the other side. We've also got a bag of fixings and instructions. Okay, I'll have a read of them and then we'll see what tools we need for the job. So I've just laid it out on the seat and this is what we're going to get. So you've got your instructions to follow, which is dead simple. Okay, we'll do that step by step now. And I've just checked that against the contents of what I should receive in this pack. So it is all there. I've laid it out, which keeps your job simple. Now what tools you're going to need is a torque wrench, you've got to torque it, a ratchet spanner or a ratchet socket. I've just got a bar end. You've got a number 5 Allen key head and a number 4 Allen key head, and also I've got a 1/2 inch, or I suppose a 13mm for these ones. The first thing I want to do is remove the existing bolt from here. We're going to take that out and we're going to be using these extra long bolts, 110mm. Okay, but what we need for that, TX40 bit on an extension to get into that bite there, that bit there. Okay, so we'll use that, and we're also going to need a 6mm Allen key as well, a HW6. I'll find that centre. It's not torqued very tight at all, this. That's it out. Okay, that's sprung free. There we go, just keep that to one side. Right, with that bolt undone now, I'm going to get the frame protection, place it only loosely like that. We're going to have to undo that bolt just to slacken this arm off, but now I want to look to put the protective wrappers that come with this. Okay, they're just a clear plastic, so I'll get the fitting, which will be that. Very roughly speaking, it's going to be on this side, so I'll do that on the frame. I'll continue to do that on this side as well, and on this, and then I'll also do it on this one, which will be the different one, which will be that. So I'll put that plastic on here. So what I've done now, I've put 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces on there, and I've put one on this side. So that's your 5. Right, I'm going to insert this screw, but I'm only going to do it loosely. Everything's got to be loose with this. So we'll locate that. Okay, that's got it, that's loose. So what we're going to do is we're going to slacken off these two bolts on the frame. They're a TX40 again, yeah, TX40. Okay. Just make sure they're a bit in well. Okay, lovely. Don't need much of a turn, just enough to give some movement. But I'd do both, I would. One more turn on that. Okay, that's nice and loose. That's got it at the top. So what we'll do now is we're going to mount this onto this bracket. You need them pair, which interlock. You need an M6x16 bolt, the nut, and the 2 washers. Those interlock, see, like a dovetail. So we'll make sure that they lock into there. Then we'll put it loosely. We'll put the nice nut on show with the washer. Through there. Okay, then we'll put the washer and the nut at the back. Okay, lovely. That's loose. Now we'll get to do this one now as well, which is this. It's an M5 by 35. Okay, so now we're going to do this one, which is this one. You need that. Have the decal as plain, have the decal pointing out. You've got the 35mm bolt, the washer, and a special retaining nut which will fit in the back of there and not move. Okay, get the decal to come to the outside. That's it. Put the bolt and then the washer straight through. Then we want the nut. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll grab the tool now in place and I'll wind that up to bite at the back. So what I've done is now I've pressed that together, kept my thumb or finger on the back, pressed the metal together, but I've used this 3mm Allen key to go in and put pressure on to tighten it up. Once it bites, that's it, so that's still loose. Now we'll put this one in now, which is to the actual mount itself. So what we've got here is we've got the rubber bung which will mount onto the frame down here, but you've got two O-rings which you've got to put on here. So wet them. Do the one at the bottom first. Okay, then wet the game. Okay, done. So what you need now for this last bit is your bung with your two O-rings on, your bolt, which is your M8 by 45, your washer, your nut, and your special washer at the back. Let's put that together. What we're going to do now is mount this into here. I found the easier way to do it is at the back you've got that given slot and that washer, it only drops in one way. Okay, that's in. And then put your nut on and that will slot in there. Okay, that's in. So I'm going to hold it now so I can feel that through there, because it's awkward when you do it on here. Put your stainless steel washer on, your bolt. Okay, don't let go of that back finger so you can locate the bolt. That's it. Tighten it up. Okay, lovely, that's done. And then what we'll do is now we'll manipulate this into place, and then when we set it, we're ready for tightening. Okay, so I've put all this into place now. It's still all loose. I had to force that down there really hard to get that into place, but it popped in. It's got a chamfered edge on that bung, so it moved down and it popped in. So that's it. So now I've got to tighten it up. Okay, and then we'll torque it off after. So this is a 6mm Allen key. Okay, I'm only doing it hand tight. Then we're going to use a 4mm Allen key, and we're going to use a 10mm socket as spanner as well. Clamping up nicely. Okay, not too tight. Then we're using a 3mm Allen key. Okay, that's just nipped. Then we use a TX30 on this one, which is your main frame bolt. done. Now we'll use your torque wrench and we'll set these torques. Okay, with your torque wrench in your hand, I know everyone knows how to probably use these torque wrenches, but with the instructions, you've got your M size for your bolts, and then you've got it in your Newton meters, which is what I use. So looking at that with M10s, we've got a 14 Newton meter and a 14 Newton meter, and these little ones I shall only do up to 3 Newton meters. Okay, so I'm on the left side of the bike now, so I'm going to fit that and do exactly the same as what I did on the right hand side of the bike. I won't show you this, it's only repeating the same step-by-step process. Okay, once that's all done, I'll then show you an overall view of what it looks like on the bike. That is on solid now, that's all bolted on, and it's torqued as well. So you get the rubber bung, just wet it, and pop that in that top to finish it off. Done. That's it. Okay, so that's it. That took me about half an hour to fit the pair. Okay, learnt the one thing to do was use them zip clips when you're putting the mounts on. That's these mounts. Zip clip it. I've rounded that nut there and it's not gone back in, so I've got to get a new nut for that. So use the zip clips, it'll seat better. But that's it on. Protects the tank. I think it looks really well. So thanks for watching. I hope that's helped you have a look at these and even decide to buy them. I think they're great. I'll take them off-road and see what they're like. Put a like or subscribe, ask any questions. If you want any other videos to do with the bike, let me know and I'll put it on. The next one I'm going to do now on the bike will be the distribution box.